Classic Danny. You got like 4 rolls right there. One bite.
Did you know that here you only have to pay $6 for a brat? How much do you pay for me?
You're not a brat most of the time.
We just came home to a cop sitting in our driveway. I am not a happy camper right now. Cop's not going to show up here again. We're going to come up with a solution tomorrow and make sure that it doesn't happen again.
Good morning.
How's your eye doing?
Good.
Yeah.
It's kind of puffy today, huh?
It looks like you slept on it. I can see lots and lots of lines on your cheek right there. That means you slept on that side. Maybe that's why it's puffy?
Mm-hmm.
It looks really good, except for it's puffy.
Ready? I'll do it like you're supposed to.
That is so gross. Ew.
Yeah, that's really gross.
That is gross.
That's nasty.
Those rocks are called smoke.
Why are they called smoke rocks?
Black, because they're black.
Oh, look, Gigo. Look what's out there. You see it? What is it?
Water.
We were trying to go to a waterfall today. Everyone's in their swimsuits. The dogs are back there loaded up. And once we got up here, we couldn't find where we were supposed to be. And so we finally started looking into it. And it said the falls are not even running right now. It only happens like springtime when the snow runoff comes. So
We've been driving for like 45 minutes.
yeah,
Looking for it.
we've been driving around. We should have done our research beforehand. At least it got us out of the house into the car.
We're almost done, bro. We're almost done, bro. Run, little copper, run. You look like a little rat.
I'm leaving. I'm out. Going back home. I'm going to where I first home.
Bachelor party. He's like, I don't want to go.
Well, guys, I am on the road. Road trip with me, myself, and I. Where do you think I'm going? But yeah, I am on a road trip right now. I'm on my way to a friend's bachelor, or 2 friends' bachelor parties actually. They're getting married in a couple weeks, and so I'm gonna go head down there and support them and be there for them, you know. And then next week I'll be going down again to go to their wedding, and then the week after to go to the other one's wedding. So it's just gonna be road trips after road trip after road trip for the next couple of weeks, which I don't mind. I like the driving. I think it's fun. I just pretty much sit in the car and listen to music for a couple hours, however long the drive is, and it's awesome. So here we go.
Buckle up.
He says, buckle up.
You're on a train, but the tractor is driving us.
Oh, the tractor's driving us.
What do you see?
I'm lightning. And Jackson Storm. And Guy that's mean to lightning. Mommy,
What?
let's just give away all the cars.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Like, I like when the cars are surprised.
Oh, when you don't get to see all the cars first?
Yeah.
They just come out one by one?
Yeah, I like that.
I think they do this so that people can go and meet the drivers before it starts.
Okay guys, I made it to the place where I was going. And I'm here for these two, Gavin and Caleb. They're getting married next week and the week after. So we're partying hard for these guys. Not together. One this week, one the next week.
And we're partying hard as evidenced by the fact that we all got water to drink at the restaurant.
And this place, so it's an all you can eat. It's awesome. So you choose like 3 rolls or 2 rolls a person or whatever, and then you just can eat for as much as you want. So we're gonna see how much money we can actually eat of sushi.
Far right.
It'll be awesome.
That was difficult. What? And all over my foot.
Okay, round 1 is done. We look, there's 3 plates there, 2 plates there, and we've already eaten how much? $135 worth of sushi. Round 2. Look at this. We got like 4 rolls over there. We got like a whole bunch of rolls over there. And you guys might recognize that guy. Danny's here. Classic Danny. We got like 4 rolls right there. One bite. One bite. One bite. One bite. One bite. One bite. Yes.
That wasn't one bite.
That was almost one bite.
That was almost there. She almost got it.
Your jaw's about to pop.
23, Andrew, next box, and the last interview, number 60.
I love the one. That one.
Which one's gonna win?
The one that's on the very back.
The number 6.
I think the junky one is gonna win.
We only made it through two rounds, but Danny and Jay, they are finishing off the last of the plates. There's only what, like, Danny has 3 pieces over there, Jay has 4 pieces over there.
I got an ice cream cone.
And Gavin has an ice cream cone that's made out of sushi.
Say chubby bunny.
Chubby bunny!
Chubby bunny. Put another one in there.
We ate a total of how much sushi?
$247.
$247 worth of sushi, which is actually pretty good. Like, we're gonna pay like what, $110 for one? Yeah. So it's not bad at all.
I can't believe Junkie won. He got damaged really.
Was that your car?
Oh, what?
Is that your pick?
How's that food?
Yeah,
You might win it, dude.
Pizza and the booth up here.
Yeah, let's get up
he
here.
won
man.
that round.
I got pizza.
3, 2, 1.
Well guys, it's been a fun night tonight, and we just kind of partied and hung out at my friend's house, and now I'm staying at one of my friend's houses tonight. He was nice enough to let me stay over, so I'm gonna sleep so I can wake up in the morning, go to church in my old ward tomorrow, and then head home. It was a fun little quick trip. Like I said, I'm going to be doing this a lot in the next couple weeks for weddings and stuff like that, so it'll be awesome.
Look, here you can get brats for $6. Buy a brat here. I gotta ask my dad something. Daddy, come here. Did you know that here you have to pay $6 for a brat? How much did you pay for meat?
You get a whole brat meal.
Wow.
I'm not telling you.
Why not?
Because it's more than $6.
Did you know that here you only have to pay $6 for a brat? How much do you pay for meat?
A whole brat meal.
You're not a brat most of the time. Oh, we bum away.
We just came home to a cop sitting in our driveway. That's right, a cop sitting in our driveway. Not cool. So we've really only been in this house for a couple weeks, and we have cops in our driveway. I am not a happy camper right now. In fact, I'm seriously thinking about getting rid of this guy. Like, I'm not even joking you. There's two things that I do not put up with. Two things absolutely do not put up with when it comes to dogs. Biting or barking. Those two things I would not put up with our dog. I just will not put up with it. And the biting is obvious, right? If the dog bites someone or bites anyone, then it's very obvious that we don't keep the dog around. It's a hazard, and Charlie doesn't have that issue. But we, at our last house, had issues with him barking, and our poor neighbors called us, and they were very patient with us and said, hey, is there something wrong with Charlie, something we can help out with? Well, that was after Polar had died, and he was just lonely. We left today. We've actually left quite a bit with this house, and he's been fine. And today he was outside, and we left. We made sure before we left, Sarah and I made 100% sure that he had water, he had food, he had everything that he needed. He had a place to go that was nice and cool, and everything was good. In fact, it wasn't even really a hot day, and then to come home and have a cop sitting in the driveway was just so upsetting. So anyway, I said some things to Sarah and the kids, and I just said I won't put up with it. If it happens again, I'm just going to get rid of him. If a cop shows up to our house one more time, it's not a 3-strike rule with me. It's a 2-strike rule with this kind of situation. Reason being is, I don't know if you guys have ever sat inside your home or tried to do stuff in your yard and had a neighbor dog bark for 2-3 hours straight, and you can't do anything about it. It's frustrating, and it's not acceptable. And so the reason why I'm obviously not very happy but also a little upset is Sarah said that Danielle is highly upset about what I said. And she's just, I don't know, I'll have to talk to her after she gets out of the shower, but apparently she's highly upset about what I said. Because if a cop shows up here again, I'll just let the cop take the dog. Love Charlie to death, but I won't put up with it. I think Danielle thinks it's her fault, and it's none of the kids' fault. I'll have to try to clear things up with Danielle, but we've got to come up with a solution for this problem. If we leave him in the house, then he'll scratch and bite the doors. That's what big dogs do. They tear the house completely apart. So it's not a matter of whether they're out in the heat or out in the cold. It's a matter of, their job is to take care of you. Like, that's their job. I'm just thinking out loud here, guys. I think thinking out loud is a good thing. I think it helps you get through processes and not act purely on emotion, which I'm obviously clearly very upset about right now. And it's not so much my ego, it's more of, or my reputation, I should say, with my neighbors. It's more of just an inconvenience. I don't like to inconvenience people. Earlier I said something like, not a very good first impression. Well, that's not necessarily it. It's more just highly inconvenient for our neighbors, and we don't want to be those people. So, okay, so Danielle and I have talked about it, and we really just still don't have a solution or a reason or an answer or any of that stuff. But if the cop shows up here again, what are we going to have to do? Cop's not going to show up here again. We're going to come up with a solution tomorrow and make sure that it doesn't happen again. Because we love Charlie, but what?
Can't allow him to keep bugging the neighbors and keep allowing it just because we love him. Like,
And we know there's many solutions out there to barking dogs. We know we don't want to do the shock collar thing. I hate that. Even though when we get home he gets in some serious trouble. He's out sleeping in the Lego bin tonight instead of sleeping with the kids. He loves sleeping with the kids. So he gets punishment. He has to stay out in the Lego house. Which is funny because I didn't put him in the Lego house. That's just where he is. He's just such a good dog, and he just thinks he's one of the kids. But if you have a barking dog that sits out there and barks at night, guys, take care of it quickly, because the cops get called. Your neighbors shouldn't have to call the cops, because they feel terrible not calling the cops too, I'm sure. Either way, I'm looking forward to going to church tomorrow and sitting there wondering
who did it?
Who I need to apologize to. For our dog barking, because we only know 2 of our neighbors that anyway.
We'll just sneak up to the pulpit and say, just like sneak up and be like, hey, by the way, we were the ones with the barking dog, so we formally apologize to every single one of you who even heard a slight yap.
Here's something I've been thinking a lot about really fast. Guys, life is full of challenges, and the finish line is not I can't and I don't know. That's the starting line. That should be the very start. I don't know should be the very start of what you do. And I can't should be the very start to how you figure out how you can. And so just keep working at it, guys. Life's not easy. Sometimes it's not fun. Like tonight. Coming home to a cop in your driveway is no fun.
Kinda scary, actually.
Yeah, because you're
kind
like,
of really scary.
I knew exactly what he was there for. Because as soon as I got out of the car, I'm like, oh my gosh, Charlie is barking like crazy. And he had a hoarse voice, which means he'd been doing it for hours. Anyway, we love you guys, and as always, never forget that
you are worth it.
Bye, guys.